Quick tip video. I just finished this pair of end tables with drawers, and I just want to go over my techniques and secrets to making drawers this way fit and work properly. These drawers do not have metal slides, they're friction fit, so I build runners inside, and I don't know if that really saves any time or money to do it that way, but for small drawers like this, slides really are overkill. So the critical thing with making drawers this way is the play from left to right, and I'm just going to take this out. This is my turn stop. So when I fit the drawers into this space, I make the drawer box first, and then I secure the runners in place. And the critical dimension is these shims. Two of them together is exactly 1/16 of an inch, and that's the play in the runner. And that is required to make it work properly. Anything less than that will be too tight. Anything more will be moving around too much, and you don't want the surface here to contact. So the play has to be less than the thickness of the reveal around the drawer front, and the shims make that happen. So that's the critical dimension, 1/32 of an inch shim. It's just a little bit thicker than your typical veneer, and the drawers are waxed. I just wax it inside and out, so I do one coat of paint and then a coat of wax all around, and then inside the drawer runners are also waxed. And I don't paint the runners. That's important because that's just extra material to add more friction. The wax on the bare wood works best. And so the other dimension, which is not as critical, is the height of the drawer side, and the play underneath here is about 1/16 of an inch as well. And sometimes that can be a little bit more depending on the height of the drawer. If it's a really tall drawer, you'd want a little bit more play just to make sure things don't swell up too much. So the other thing, after it's waxed, the wax is still just a little bit sticky, which is to add a very tiny, minuscule bit of petroleum jelly along the bottom of the runner, and maybe just a little bit on the sides. And that really reduces the friction of the wax and keeps things from sticking and getting jammed when the drawer is fully extended. When I have it all the way out, it tends to wedge itself in there. And if I have just a little bit of grease just to lubricate that wax, it prevents that from happening, or minimizes that quite a bit and makes it work better. So that's the final secret. Petroleum jelly works good if you don't have that in your wood shop. Neosporin works really good as well. Expensive, but you really need just a very tiny bit. And if you don't have Vaseline laying around, you should have Neosporin in your wood shop at all times. At least I do. So that's my secret. I'm going to just do this real quick to illustrate the difference in the friction. works a lot better now. So that's my secret to making drawers fit. And so Neosporin, pretty handy stuff to have around the wood shop. Good for cuts and burns, and lubricating friction fit painted drawers to make them work smooth as glass. So when the customer opens these for the first time, it makes a very lasting impression, and having them work really well is always a positive thing, especially when you're waiting to get paid. So the secret is getting the right tolerance with the shims, and then waxing over the paint, and then the final lubrication to make that work really good, and then you're done. So hope you enjoyed this quick tip video.